is part of moving on. Secrets as I grow old, what burns beneath my soul. Some might say the battle is rough. When you fight your demons, there's nowhere to fall. But sooner or later you want to give up and start again. Go back to the start. Give me peace, give me hope, give me somewhere to call home. And when I fall, I get up, face the fire head on. Believing is hard when you lost your faith, but if you hold tight, then maybe someday you can win the fight. Start believing again. Oh, hope and peace and everything in between may seem like a dream. Start believing again. Start believing again. Give me peace, give me hope, give me somewhere to call home. And when I fall, I get up, face the fire head on. Prayed and you asked for help. You cried, but no one could hear you. Sometimes life doesn't go that way, but if you hold on, then maybe someday you will find what you're looking for. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's really okay. Give me peace, give me hope, give me somewhere to call home. And when I fall, I get up, face the fire head on.
Okay. All right. Um, we are live. First of all, can everybody hear me? So, I have a new setup, sound setup that I'm uh, testing out tonight for the first time ever. So, hopefully, I hope people can hear me. Um, I hope everything's coming through good. Let's see. One second. Okay. Okay. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, hey Sabs. Good, good. I'm so glad. I actually I upgraded my computer finally and got Ableton. So yeah, I'm really glad it's working out. Um, let's see. Uh, cool. Yeah, looks like everything's working. So that's good. I am seeing a little bit of a lag though on the video on my end. So I don't know if that's just it could be on my end, but thank you. Yeah, it's been, gosh, it's crazy. Hey, Rahomo, welcome man, welcome in. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. It was super busy, and I just released an album today, and so we're kind of just celebrating it. So super exciting actually. I been working on this album for so long. And, well, I worked on it for so long, I should say, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It looks like people are liking it, which that's what matters the most. But yeah, I mean, this is exciting. It was exciting times, my friends. Um, anyway, hope you guys are doing good. So tonight's stream is going to be a little bit different than how it usually goes. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be doing things a little bit different. Well, let me to close this out. Yeah, we're gonna be doing things a little bit different. I'm gonna be playing like we're gonna listen through the album, and in between each song I'm gonna um like perform it like regular performance, right? um but yeah, anyway, sorry, my dog is barking outside, so if you can hear him, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, well, we should get started, right? Again, thank you so much for being here, everyone. So um I need to change something really quick. um Actually, hold on. I know how I'm gonna do this. Yeah. So, because in order to do this, I have to do all kinds of stuff. I have to like change settings and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Um, okay. So, one sec, everybody. Okay. Um, okay. So it is. It okay. Cool. It is picking it up. Awesome. Um, okay. Cool. So let's see. There we go. All right, perfect. So, yeah, like I said, I figured today's gonna be a little bit different. Like I said, I have my album is out already, and in fact, typing somewhere brings up the link to it, and I just figured, this is gonna be a really casual stream. We're gonna listen through the album together, and I want to talk a little bit about like the process of each song and the story behind each song, because of course, to every song there's a story. So um, yeah, I'm excited. So I'm gonna do the first song. It's called "Somewhere to Call Home." So I'm gonna play it from the album, and then I'll actually play the song, and then yeah, we'll just kind of hang out, talk around. But this is "Somewhere to Call Home."
We were so young when we met. Yeah, we were young, and you beat me to tell me I love you. Deep inside, I already was falling madly, deeply in love with you. We fell in love and we got married. Finished school, we bought a house. There's no one that I'd rather share my life with. You and me were meant for each other. Our love is like this song, it's got ups and downs, it's high and low. And I would write you 10,000 more songs if you'd let me. Because our love is forever, for all eternity. And I'll never let you go. When I first met you, my heart skipped a beat. I felt butterflies and funny feels, and all the feelings of falling in love. Yes, babe, you're my perfect match. You're my best friend, the one I love.
No worries, Rick. Hey, go do that. Go walk your dog and all of that stuff.
Our love is like this song, it's got its ups and downs, it's high and low. And I would write you 10,000 more songs.
Thanks, man.
You let me, because our love is forever, for all eternity. And I'll never let you go.
Thanks, Phil. Thank you.
Love is like this song, it's got its ups and downs, it's high and low. And I would write you 10,000 more songs if you let me. Because our love is forever, for all eternity. And I'll never let you go.
All right. All right. So switching back, welcome. Hey, H Grove, and who else is in chat as well? Phil is here. Rahomo, of course. My boy Ricky Davoichi is walking out his dog and getting some food. It's so good to see y'all. Yeah. So today is album release day. I've been waiting for so long. Hey, Edgar. And I kind of stole this idea from my friend Justin. He released an album earlier this year, and he did this whole thing where he played each song and then he talked about each song with chat, and then actually performed every song. So that's my plan. Hey, how's it going, Kevin? Hope you're doing good, man. Good to see you. Thank you so much, everybody. But yeah, so this first song that I just played and you guys got to hear is a song that I wrote actually for my wife for our 10-year anniversary, which we celebrated back in January of this year. And it's crazy. It's been a really wild ride. And I actually wrote this song for her totally in secret. She had no idea about it. Like she was like super unaware of it. She did not even know. And so there's a lot of references to just our marriage and our relationship. And so that's what 10,000 songs is about. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you so much. By the way, if any of y'all want to check out my friend Kevin Interruption, he's I believe, I don't know if you already did, Kevin, but I believe he's going to be starting a Patreon pretty soon, and has some poetry and some writings and stuff that he's going to be working on, which is great. We also have Edgar Ukes in the chat, so that's amazing. Thank you for being here, Edgar, and thank you for just being a great guy. And as well as H Grove, who on Monday I'm going to be in his channel. We're gonna record a podcast episode, so I'm super excited about that. I was trying to remember. I think it's 8 p.m. for me. I think we were doing it at 10 p.m. Pacific, and yeah, cool. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited. Kevin says it is up. Okay, sweet. Yeah. So I'm trying to think, because if you try to post a link, it's probably gonna like automatically silence you. But either way, Kevin Interruption, everybody, go check him out. He does a lot of really cool stuff. Jazzy Eagle, oh dude, Jazz, no, you are not allowed to go pick up dinner. You have to starve. Is what you have to do, actually. Just kidding. Guys, my friend Jazzy Eagle is a fantastic friend as well. And just overall, really, really great guy. And one of those people that I am extremely grateful to have his friendship. But yeah, dude, don't worry. Go grab dinner. I don't want your family to starve, because then I will feel like that's my fault. So definitely, you're good. You're excused. It's funny because I was watching a couple of streams earlier today, and Gary Lucas is just a funny guy. And every time I'd be like, I gotta go, he'd be like, no, you're not allowed. And I'm like, stop controlling my life, dude. Stop controlling my life. But yeah, let's do this. So the first song, like I said, on the EP, which I just played, the recorded version of it is called 10,000 Songs, and 10,000 Songs is just it's kind of a silly song that I wrote for my wife on our anniversary. We just turned 10 years married in January, and I wrote it to her as a gift, and I really wanted it in the album. I was like, yeah, this needs to be in there. So I'm gonna play it for you guys now. All right, let's do this. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate that. Of course, I'm stepping on cables. We were so young when we met. Yeah, we were young, and you beat me to tell me I love you. 'Cause deep inside I already was falling madly, deeply in love with you. We fell in love and we got married. Finished school, we bought a house. There's no one that I'd rather share my life with. 'Cause you and me were meant for each other. Our love is like this song, it's got its ups and downs, its high and lows. And I would write you 10,000 more songs if you'd let me. Because our love is forever, for all eternity. And I'll never let you go. When I first met you, my heart skipped a beat. I felt butterflies and funny feels, and all the feelings of falling in love. Because babe, you're my perfect match, you're my best friend, the one I love. Our love is like this song, it's got its ups and downs, its high and lows. And I would write you 10,000 more songs if you'd let me. Because our love is forever, for all eternity. And I'll never let you go. Our love is like this song, it's got its ups and downs, its high and lows. And I would write you 10,000 more songs if you'd let me. Because our love is forever, for all eternity. And I'll never let you go. Okie dokie. Let me turn the reverb off. There we go. So that was 10,000 songs. It is, like I said, a song that I wrote for my wife on our 10-year anniversary. Kind of a special one. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, it's a kind of a really special song. We again, we celebrated 10 years married, and it's been quite an adventure. I think anybody that tells you that marriage is easy is probably lying to you. Because marriage is hard. Oh, thank you, H Girl, appreciate it. That basically just means that felt nice. That just means I get to stretch. So it's really not but I appreciate it. But yeah, marriage is fun. That's all I can say. But thank you everybody so much for that. Actually, I can do that here. I don't want to overwhelm my computer any more than it already is. I'm running all kinds of stuff right now. So, and this is also my first time. So this is my first time using a Mac for streaming. I just bought a brand new computer, and so I got OBS and also got Ableton playing at the same time, which I was not able to do before with my old setup. So I'm pretty happy about that, actually. So I hope it's not lagging too bad for you guys. It looks like it's lagging a little bit for me, but I think that could just be the bit frame that I'm running. But also, I'm not gonna redo everything right now because that would make no sense. But anyway, let's move on to the next song, shall we? So the next song on the album. Here, let me switch over. So the next song on the album is. Everything Will Be Okay, which is a song that I wrote actually during kind of at the beginning of the COVID pandemic, and just feeling a lot of hopelessness. I think in this world, there was I feel like there was a time where you couldn't turn the news on, or you couldn't turn the TV on, you couldn't even go online, and you wouldn't see something terrible, horrible happening in the world. And so it's kind of what this song is about. It's just about feeling hope, or feeling peace in times when you feel hopeless. So this is Somewhere to Call Home. I'm gonna go ahead and play it on here, and then we can, Everything Will Be Okay, and then yeah, we'll do the same thing. thank you, Samuel, and thank you, Sabs, and Kevin and Phil. Yeah, I'm routing. So this is coming through the microphone on the computer because it's the only way I can figure out how to do it. I'm sure there's better ways to do it, but I couldn't.
Will be okay. I believe everything will be okay. I believe everything will be okay. I
Thank you so much. Here, let me come back here. I feel like it totally and absolutely does define the pandemic for sure. Yeah. So to answer your question, Kevin, what I am right now, right now I'm back on like the regular mic setup, and I got Ableton playing and everything in the background. Um, and but whenever I'm playing the actual song, the sound is coming just from my computer speakers, because I was like, I don't know, I didn't have time to. There is a way to do it. I just decided not to go that route. But yeah, because I mean, this is not my usual format. But thank you so much, Samuel. Thank you so much for saying that. Really appreciate that, and Sabs as well. Uh, Wicked. My negative self will need to revisit this often. Um, well, thank you so much for saying that, Wicked. In a weird way, I think we all. I don't know. I feel like we all need to be reminded that everything will be okay, right? Um, my personal belief is, we live we just live in a dark world, right? There's so many things happening around us, whether it's I mean, a global pandemic, as Sabs mentioned, that defines COVID. But I don't know, there's so much, right? You turn the TV on, and the news of war and protest, and people being shot and killed. Like there's so much there's so much ugly in the world. I mean, that's again, that's just kind of my personal belief, but there's a lot of ugly in the world, I think. And so when I wrote this song, I started writing it. I mean, ironically, when the pandemic started, I kind of wrote down some ideas, and was like, I don't know, just because I felt like I had a lot of feelings that I was like, I need to let these feelings out. I have a lot of feelings right now, and I need to let them out. And so I wrote these things down, and kind of revisited this song last year at some point. I think it's when I actually finished it and put music to it and all that stuff. But yeah. Sam says, "Can this be my alarm?" I mean, hey, go for it. If you could always, like, I don't know if you can program your phone to play a certain song, but actually, I think there are ways to do it. Like if you have like one of those like Alexas, or like one of those like smart home things, you can basically have them like whatever can be your alarm. It can be a song, it can be a scream. I don't know why somebody would want a scream as their alarm, but some people out there are just weird. Thank you so much, Wicked. You need it as an hour reminder. Well, thank you. Well, speaking of hourly reminders, or just reminders in general, I'm gonna play it because that's that's kind of the plan tonight. And I think, Samuel, you were saying earlier that this is a kind of a cool format for a release party. So I really wish I could take credit for it. I can't. I stole this idea from a friend when he released his album earlier in the year, and he did the exact same thing. It was kind of like a listening party, but also after that he played every song in the album, and it was. I mean, I thought it was really cool. So I was like, I took note of it and was like, okay, I can do that. Sab says my alarm is the Avengers theme song. Preparing to go to war. You mean like whenever it's like Avengers Assemble? Actually that's probably not a bad a bad alarm. Just kind of to get you started with the day, right? I'm not against that. I think that's actually really great. Okay. There we go. Perfect. So let me play this next one for you guys. One sec. Because of course I need to find it. So give me one sec. There it is. I'm also not like I'm not used to having like the lyrics in front of me. Like I've been using a tablet for the longest time for lyrics separately, but now like with this new computer, I have a I don't have that problem. And Jazzy Eagle, welcome back. Your wife hates that. Your wife hates that song. That's really funny. Well, of course, if I start with the right chord, right? This is Everything Will Be Okay, my friends. And again, wherever you are, I hope this song reaches you as well. Thank you so much, everybody, for the really kind words. I appreciate it. I could go for hours on how nice all of that is that you all just said. Gotcha, Jazz. I just totally realized it. I'm playing it in a different key. That was weird. That did not just happen. I'm a professional here. Oh, there we go. Now this sounds right. Oh, like I said, that did not just happen. The news today, and everything feels so hopeless. There is so much hate in a world falling apart. What is this life? And I am trapped inside these walls. The sunlight. Will we ever go back to the world we knew? But then again, what is normal? And I believe everything will be okay. Hold on to hope for tomorrow and remember sorrow. And I believe everything will be okay. I believe everything will be okay. I believe everything will be okay. I believe. And I keep thinking these words. Sometimes I doubt they're real.
this pain we can take. We feel so hopeless and useless, but we must stand strong in a world full of loss. Can we live another day? I believe everything will be okay. Hold on to hope for tomorrow, and remember those you love, and don't look back on the sorrow. I believe everything will be okay. 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 I believe.
That is Everything Will Be Okay again. Only the second song. We've only got through 2 songs of my album. Mike is here. Hello, Mike. How's it going, man? I hope you're doing good. Jazzy, my mod, is in the drive-thru and he's driving, and I totally do not expect him to do shout-outs while he's driving. So I can do a couple shout-outs. So first of all, we got Mike's here, who is a awesome musician and friend as well. You should totally give him a follow. Great guy. Who is also, Mike, I saw you're participating in the Rate Train as well. The punk rock Rate Train that's coming out in a couple of weeks. And, of course, there's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of stuff there. I should shout out Jazzy, actually. Because Jazz himself streams, too. Very rarely, like once in a blue moon. But when he does, it's fun. Jazzy is, how can I describe Jazzy Eagle? Jazzy Eagle is like a jack of all trades. He's really good with tech stuff. He's really good with music and just with all kinds of stuff. He's a family man and he's awesome. So give him a follow as well. H Grove was here earlier as well. I don't know if H Grove is still here, but H Groove, official, Mr. Hassan is an awesome streamer and also fellow collective member. So we both did the Twitch collective together, and H Grove, I don't know if. I don't know if you remember, but I don't know how long we've been planning on doing a collab together. He has a podcast where he brings musicians and streamers, kind of like what I did a few weeks ago with my friend Dave. We just kind of, had an honest conversation about music and all kinds of stuff. And I'm gonna be on it on Monday, so I'm super excited. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I have a feeling it's gonna be super fun. But yeah, I think, was there any other streamers that I missed? I know Ricky Davoichi is here as well, one of the pool boys, and my top favorite banana. Thanks for the kind words. Just pull back into the driveway. Yes, Jazz, I absolutely do not want you driving and chatting at the same time. That's a big no. You definitely should not do that. I don't want you to get into an accident or get pulled over or anything for breaking the law. So yeah, please don't do that. Enjoy dinner with your family. Come back whenever you're done. We're good. Tonight's kind of chill, which is good. No, just got home. Okay, cool. Awesome. In that case, Jazz, get to work. Just kidding. You don't have to. Let's do the next song, shall we? So Okay, so the next one is a song that I had previously released actually as a single. I don't know why I'm talking right to the mic. This mic is off right now. That I released as a single in January. It was my first release ever, and the song is called Waves. And I've talked a lot about Waves before, but I wanted to make sure that it was part of the album. And let's listen to it, and then I'll talk about it.
I miss the waves. I miss the breeze. I miss the sand in between my feet. I miss your laugh, and I miss the place where we used to play. Back when we were kids. Take me back. Take me back to our secret place where we used to run next to the waves. Summer's gone and seasons pass, and every day I think about how I wish that life could be easier, and wish we could go back. Quiet nights and starry skies, and we used to look up, and we used to wish upon a star that this would never end. Take me back. Take me back. Oh, I never thought I'd miss somewhere as much as I do now. Take me back. Take me back to our secret place where we used to run next to the waves.
This is my favorite part of the song right here. Like this little like ding ding ding. That's my absolute favorite part of the song.
Take me back. Take me back. Oh, I never thought I'd miss somewhere as much as I do now. Take me back. Take me back to our secret place where we used to run next to the waves.
So that's song number 3, and I mean everybody has heard Waves a lot of times. I most definitely talk a lot about this song, and a lot of it is because just the deep impact that it's had. So Waves was actually my first ever original song that I felt comfortable sharing to the world. So it was a it was a really big step to do that. I've talked with a lot of people about this, a lot of songwriters, a lot of musicians. It's scary, honestly, to write your own music. And well, one thing is to write, and one thing is to share it with other people, because it's almost like this like level of vulnerability, right? That you're exposing yourself to the world. Justin and Evelyn streamed last night because, of course, Justin and Evelyn and I have a really great relationship. Like we can laugh about random crap, random things. And one of the things that we were talking about was like just songwriting and how that process like really opens you up. I mentioned at one point, I'm like, it's kind of like when you like have like a really big life event coming up. It could be a test, it can be a job interview, a meeting, a presentation, and anything. I don't know. At least I do. I don't know about you guys, but that dream where like you're like in an auditorium and you're like all of a sudden naked or wearing underwear and everybody can see you, and it's like the most embarrassing thing. That's kind of sometimes how I feel songwriting feels like. I'm not going to strip for you guys. I'm sorry. I'm not Toby Ellis, the songwriter, Toby L, who strips on chat. But yeah, it's a very interesting journey, I think, to kind of get to that place where you're comfortable and you can share. And of course, it's just like anything else. The more you do it, the easier it gets. The more comfortable you get, personally. Exactly, just like Jazz just said. Why did I get a shout out, Ricky Devoichi? You got a shout out because I love you. That's why. You're my top banana. That's why you got a shout out. But yes, back to what Jazz was saying. Songwriting is definitely a different experience, and Mike's here understands as well. When I first started doing music and wanting to just do music things, this is back when I was doing open mics before the pandemic and a few gigs. Like I 100% was like, I am only going to do covers. I don't want to write originals. I don't want to share originals. I think it's awesome that people do it. I don't want to do it. And then, it's kind of funny. A few years later, here I'm releasing an album of originals. But, because my biggest fear was always, hey, like somebody's gonna hear this, and somebody's gonna hear, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say like my darkest secrets, because I don't feel like I have dark secrets, but I don't know, it's weird. Like I said, there's a weird vulnerability to it. And so the first time that I ever shared Waves on Twitch, and again, I feel like I was extremely fortunate to be able to do this on Twitch, and I wanted to do it on Twitch because this is a platform that has really seen me and helped me grow as a musician, as an artist. And I remember the first time I ever played Waves, I didn't tell anybody. I was just like, and now guess what, everybody, I'm gonna do an original song, and everybody was like, what? And it was cool. And I think a lot about that moment. I think a lot about just that moment where I was like, okay, cool. I played an original. I shared an original song. Now what's next? I have all this other stuff. Hey, Reckless, you're here right on time. We just did, we just did the listen. So okay, let me back out. What we're doing is we're listening every song, and then after that I'm playing it. So I'm about to play Waves, and we're just talking about how songwriting is it's a different experience of its own. But yeah, Reckless, thank you so much for being here, and thank you, Reckless. Okay, so earlier Reckless posted on my Discord that he loved he loved the album, of course. And Reckless and I go way back on Twitch days, and he made a note of pretending I'm fine. And there's a cool transitional part that I love. That if you haven't heard it, you're gonna hear it for the first time today, and it is absolutely like it's like the part of the album that I was like the most excited for people to hear. But anyway, let's do some waves. I know you guys have all heard me play waves a lot of times, and oh shoot, I forgot. Hold on one second. I keep forgetting to X out of this. Also, this is my very first time being able to use Ableton on with OBS, and so the reason is, and Jazz, I know I told you the other day I needed tech help. So my tech help, Jazz, was that I was like, ooh, I'm buying a brand new computer and I just want Jazzy's advice, and I did it anyway. But actually, I do have like a couple technical questions that I'm gonna hit you up with later. Yeah, you never DM me like I know exactly, Jazz, and it's funny because it's actually been weighing in my mind like since then. I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna reach out to Jazz. And then I bought it anyway. I bought a Mac, and I'm really happy with it. Actually, I think it's a really cool one. Hey, we got Carly in the house, another one of our super power mods. And Ricky DeVoici says the sound is great, dude. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it, and thank you, Carly, so much for saying that the EP is wonderful. You said some really nice things in your stream this morning, Carly, that almost made, I'm not gonna lie, they almost made me cry. I almost went to the actual cry corner, and I feel like I can't exactly like paraphrase what you said. You said something about like how like every song was just like really deep and like really like I don't know. It's I don't know. It like even as thinking about it, I'm like, no, I'm gonna cry if I keep saying it. But thank you so much, everybody. I'm about to do Waves, which again I've played a million times here, but this is Waves. You're like, I meant every word. Well, yeah, that'd be kind of shady if you were like, just like, trying to inflate my ego. Just kidding. This is Waves, everybody. Also, I realized in the last song I did not have like the sound for my guitar turned up, so I am so sorry. But I corrected it. Like I said, I feel like I'm like starting from scratch again, and it's a weird feeling.
In between
was waves, friends. Thank you so much. It's it's exclamation somewhere. I know I like to make things confusing. I know this. I'm aware of it. These Katie emotes. By the way, I heard somebody say emotes today, and I was like, that does not sound correct. It threw me off because I always say emotes, but I guess emotes could be correct too. Haven't seen her stream in a long time. Yeah, I haven't watched her in a while either. Mostly because she usually streams like whenever I'm like doing things like for work and all of that. So yeah, it's kind of a struggle. Uh, Devoichi with the calps. Thank you. Emotes, emotes, emotes. I don't matter. And Green Guy's channel, Green Guy Music. For a while, we had a joke going on that they're actually pronounced elotes or emotes, like elotes. And yeah, we never got over that. We just always called them elotes. Well, cool. Well, let's see. We have three more songs to go in the album, and I'm only gonna be, we're only gonna be doing the songs in the album today, so requests are closed. But come back. What am I streaming next? I'm actually streaming next Saturday because Sunday I have a work thing, and I really didn't want to cancel Sunday. I have a work thing, and then a really good friend of mine that I haven't seen in years because he doesn't live here in town is actually having he's having a show at like this like cool like hip coffee place called Grounded that is really cool, and so I want to go see him afterwards, but we'll see. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Now let's go. Okay, so we're back to the split screen. Back to this mic. There we go. I don't either, but it would not surprise me if they did. What are we talking about? Oh, emotes? emotes. There we go. I wouldn't know Wicked Steel. I don't really use Apple products. If they do, then it's purely coincidence. And that it matches with my goofy pun. I mean, look, it's totally possible. Emotes honestly would sound like a really good thing. Although, I mean, as far as I know, they've always referred to them as emojis, like just in general. And yeah, we're splitting screen because I figured you guys don't want to just see my boring face. It's just moving. I mean, you still get to see it anyway. But oh, thank you, Carly, for clearing that. I was about to, but I appreciate that. So this next song is one that I love. It's called "The Best Thing," and it is a song that I wrote actually. And it's interesting because we talked about it last night at Justin and Evelyn's stream. I again, so we got to test out the new. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this new guest star feature on Twitch. It's not great. I'm not gonna lie. It was not a good experience. There was like this weird echo and like sound issues. Like my volume was really low, and then it was a mess. But anyway, Justin and Evelyn are awesome streamers, and they were a part of this episode of Mewtwo Showcase that Irene Peña hosts every month. Our episode, I think we decided was in April. I couldn't remember. I was like, it was either March or April, but I couldn't remember the exact date. Um, and we had a prompt, and we all we had the prompt of the best thing, and I love talking about this song because one of the things that I'm never gonna forget about that episode and about doing that was just and by the way, Carly and Rick Devoichi, both in the chat, are gonna be in the December one, and that's super exciting. And so is Chris Fox. I don't think Chris is here right now, but Chris is also gonna be in it. So I am particularly very excited about December's episode. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm super excited. Like I'm literally gonna be like, hey, three of my friends are doing this. How cool! Three of like my great good friends are doing this. But anyway, so the month that I did it, what I really impacted me the most is that everybody had the same prompt. Everybody had the same three words, the best thing, and we all came with a very different interpretation of it. So, of course, Justin and Evelyn, their song was about each other because because they're in love and it's cute and they're actually engaged now to get married. They're not quite married yet, but they will be soon. Um, and so of course the song was about each other and about their love and yada yada yada. Taryn Hatfield, who is amazing and who, by the way, is a candidate for Grammy nomination, and I think that's just so cool of her. She wrote a song about the best thing being like all of the little things in life, not just. No, they're not married yet, Jazz, but they're. I don't know when their wedding is, but yeah, they're engaged to be married. Um, and yeah, her song was all about just all these little things in life, right? The best thing is not this or that. It's all of these different things in life. It's anything from waking up in the morning and having energy, or drinking coffee, or having a really good conversation with like a friend, like just stuff like that. Irene wrote this really adorable song that she never wants to play, and she hates it for some reason, but she wrote a song about an android that wants to be human. And it's super cute. It's so cute, and she for some reason hates it. And mine, of course, I decided to go the love story, and wrote a fictional story about a couple throughout their years, throughout their relationship. And it may have loosely been inspired in my parents, but not really, because my parents have not been married for 65 years, like in the last verse of the song. But it's just I just think it's about just a cute couple. So this is the best thing.
Twirls her hair, gives a smile
Thanks, everybody.
of passion, makes us move and ask too many questions. They lock their eyes and can't get inside. Oh, this is love. Oh, is this love? 20 years
Hey, Pinball. All righty. We can switch it over now. Switch it back over. Hey, everybody, again. I'm back. Pinball, it's so good to see you. We're doing a little listening party slash, just kind of hang out. And the song that we just heard is called The Best Thing. It was actually, and Pinball is a mod over in Irene Peña's channel. Who we were talking about earlier. Oh my God, Pinball, you did not have to. Thank you so much. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate it very much. And yeah, we were talking about how once a month Irene does the new singer or new tune showcase. I feel like I constantly get it wrong. Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. It's actually, isn't there one this weekend? This Saturday, I think, like Calvin Thomas and a few others are in it. And then next month, again, we have 3 very special Taco Squad friends and 3 very special friends to me. One of them being, of course, Carly Sings, and the other one being my favorite Top Banana, Ricky Davoici, and the other one being Chris Fox as well, my bromine. So it's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited for what you guys are gonna come up with. But I'm gonna play The Best Thing now because that's what I'm doing tonight. And thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Really appreciate it so much. But all right, let's do this. This is the acoustic version of this song. best thing, everybody. Like I said, I, I really, I love this song a lot. And as I was telling Justin and Evelyn last night when they had me as guest star, when we were using the guest star function, I think one of the to me the song just brings back that memory of just that just getting to hear everybody play the best thing for the first time ever, and it was really cool. It was a really really amazing experience, and I cannot wait, like I said, for the December episode with with Carly, Chris, and Rick, and somebody else is on too. I'm sure. I don't know who the other person is, and I'm sure that other person is amazing as well. And I'm very excited to get to know who that other person is. But I just think it's I'm excited. I'm very excited for you all because for me. Doing that episode felt like a very defining moment in a weird way. As a songwriter, like it helped me feel comfortable, and not just that, but just getting to learn from other musicians also, and kind of like what they like what they do, what their style is. It was really cool. It was a lot of fun. But all right, so now we're gonna do pretending I'm fine, which I've been told by a few people today that it's their favorite, including Reckless, who's in chat. I haven't quite actually. Robbie G also mentioned this morning that this was his favorite song, and well, it is my favorite song as well on the album. There is that little transition moment that, like, I think what was it, Reckless? You said minute like 2:07. That I don't know. I was just so proud of it when I did that. I was like, oh, this is it. This is the sauce. So this is pretending I'm fine.
Some days I feel like I'm running.
Oh, have a great night, Mike. Take care.
I wear a fake smile, so you think that I'm happy. Sometimes I feel like I'm hopeless and useless. My candle is fading and I'm decaying. And I'm never okay, but I'm used to pretending I am. Because someday the pain will come to an end. And I guess that for now, at least I'll pretend that I'm fine.
It's hard not to sing along. It's weird. Like I want to sing along. Wicked is like, more super relatable lyrics. This is gonna be another one you're gonna listen to every week now, Wicked, or whatever you said earlier.
I'm falling apart, and my thoughts are dark.
Thank you, Sabs, for saying that.
I long for the day when my happiness is authentic, and I'm never okay, but I'm used to pretending I am. Because someday the pain will come to an end, and I guess that for now, at least I'll pretend that I'm fine.
Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Here it comes. You ready for this? There it is. This is my favorite part, and it's also Reckless's favorite part. Thank you, Seth, for saying that. Like I said, this is like my ultimate favorite part. Hey, CT, welcome in. We're doing a little bit of a listening party going on. Let me switch back. We're doing yeah. Hey, I'm back. We're doing a little bit of a listening party. But yeah, thank you all so much for saying that. That's so funny. If Wicked is like, oh, more relatable or more relatable lyrics, super relatable lyrics, not just like normal relatable, like super relatable lyrics. Thank you for saying that. Really appreciate that. Thank you everybody for the fires and all that stuff. This is honestly, at least for me, this is by far my favorite song in the album, and I am just so incredibly proud of it. Yeah, it's so great, so good. Hey, Jazz, thank you for no. I'm trying to remember. Chris. There is a command for Jazzy Eagle. Try either exclamation point Jazz or exclamation point Jazzy. It's one of those two. Jazzy's real name is Jason, by the way, everybody. But everybody, we all call him Jazzy Eagle because that's his. There we go. The eagle has landed. I repeat, the eagle has landed. But yeah, it's gonna have to pay attention to the lyrics next time you listen to it. Well, aren't you in luck, my friend? So you're about to listen to it again, but except this time I'm playing it. And funny, you're like, I'm usually not a lyrics guy. I always find that really interesting because people do like people consume music so differently. Like I know a lot of people that are more about like the beat and the melody and I mean and in a way so I am too, but I'm also a really big fan of lyrics and of just the things that people say and the things that people write. So I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit of both. Like I like lyrics and I also like the music. I also like the melody as well. So, but yeah, like I said, you're in luck. So you're about to hear "Pretending I'm Fine" again. So you can actually listen to the lyrics this time, Jazz, and then you're gonna be quizzed at the end. Just kidding. There is no quiz. Only if your name starts with Jazzy and ends with Eagle. All right. Oh yeah, thank you so much for that, CT. Um, I have a question for you on that mashup later, but I'll reach out to you because I actually was thinking if you could get me like the like the sound like the what am I trying to say? Not the soundtrack, but just like the music track because I was like I could totally use that for something in the future. So, but yeah, I don't enjoy the eggs or the flour or the milk or the chocolate. I enjoy the cake. Hey, fair. That's fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Well, now you get to enjoy like the eggs and the flour and all that stuff. Some days I feel like I'm running on empty, and I wear a fake smile, so you think that I'm happy. Sometimes I feel like I'm hopeless and useless. My candle is fading, don't, I'm not equipped to do that right now.
I'm falling apart, and I see the light shine so bright. And I long for the day when my happiness is authentic. Well, I'm never okay, but I'm used to pretending I am. 'Cause someday pain will come to an end. And I guess the floor now, please stop pretending I'm fine. And I guess the floor now, at least I'll pretend that I'm fine.
Jazz, I know what distortion of the guitar is. So eventually I would like to get like a pedal or something. It's just, yeah, halfway through the song, it would be kind of really hard for me to like switch, if I'm like, yeah. But I mean, I need to get a distortion pedal for sure. So if you have any recommendations, let me know, because I really want to get one for my electric, which is back here. I think that'd be super fun. Thank you for the claps, everybody. Thank you so much for the emojis, emotes, whatever we're calling them. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna put this down for now. But yeah, one of the reasons that I think this song is so special to me because it actually came out of Twitch. It's not a song about Twitch, but the idea of it kind of came out of Twitch. There was a stream really early on, like when I first started streaming, and there was this was like a really long time ago. There was like a very, very deep conversation about just about like mental health and pretend, how sometimes like we have to pretend like we're fine, and somebody said, and I have full permission to tell the story and use this because I did speak to this person. I am never okay, but I'm used to pretending I am, and like I'm never gonna forget that I wrote that down, and because a lot of it really reminded me of like, kind of like the like just things in my life as well. Like I feel very open being able to talk about this stuff, but like I grew up, in very culturally like, hey, like you're not supposed to have feelings, like especially for men, and I think a lot of things have changed a lot in my family, especially like with like my dad and his brothers. Like they've softened up a lot throughout the years, but it's just when I was a kid, it was always like, hey, like you're not supposed to show your emotions, like and I think the older I've got, the more I realize, like, first of all, emotions are totally okay. We all have them. We all struggle with things. Like, there is not a person that nobody's perfect. So that when I heard those words, I'm never okay, but I'm used to pretending I am. It really made me think a lot about myself, like, especially with like the rise of social media and the internet and just the world that we live in now. Like, it's so easy to, I guess, fall in this pattern of, just you want to put your best face forward, right? You don't want to obviously seem like you're sad all the time or you're upset. I mean, some people make that their brand, and that's okay. But most people, perfectly imperfect, or sure, most people though, it's kind of like the society or what society expects us, just to put that best face forward, and just be like, oh, everything is awesome, everything's amazing. It's like that song from the Lego movie, that everything is awesome, kind of that. And so yeah, that's where Pretending I'm Fine came from. There's other stories, and I could go for a really long time, but like there's other stories behind like some of the lyrics of this song. But it's such a good one. I really like it a lot. And there's that little transition that Reckless was talking about earlier, that they in his own words is like, it's fire, which made me very happy to hear. And Robbie G said the same thing too, which again, Robbie G is a friend that I have a lot of respect for here on Twitch, and in life. And yeah, he was like, "This is my favorite song. Like, I love it." Great. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. But yeah, so we'll see. It's exciting. But I'm gonna play the last song for you guys. Called Somewhere to Call Home, which is the title of the album. And kind of funny story about this song. I mean, it originally, so the album was originally going to be called Waves. Like, that was my original plan, it was going to be called Waves. But then, like, as I started writing songs such as, Pretending I'm Fine or Everything Will Be Okay, I started noticing a pattern or a theme of sorts, where I was like, like, it's the album is not about waves. Waves is a song that's going to be in the album for sure, but it's not. The album is not about waves. It's about so much more. It's about like acceptance, and it's about peace, and it's about like it being okay to not be okay sometimes. And I felt like when I wrote the song Somewhere to Call Home, interestingly enough, I wrote it during a work trip earlier in the year when I had to be gone for a few weeks. And of course, I missed home a lot when I was gone. Like, I hate it. That's like the part of my job that I don't like, is that sometimes I have to be gone often and for such a long time. But, just one of the things that really stuck to me is like, home is not necessarily a building. It's not your your four wall structure, or the place where you live in and you sleep and you eat and do all of those things. Home really is just, it's where you're at peace, and it's about the song is about finding peace in your life, and finding happiness, regardless of what has happened in your life and has gone in your life. And there's a lot of personal stuff in this song that I don't want to bore you with. I'll because there's going to be a lot of opportunities to share more about the lyrics. You guys know, it's funny, my wife was teasing me because I told her, I was like, it'll probably be about 2 hours, but maybe 2.5 hours depending on how much I talk. And she's like, you always talk a lot. So yeah, let's do this. Let's do the switch cam real quick again. There we are. Let me bring this back up. Turn the Mac speakers. Okay, cool, perfect. But this song is called Somewhere to Call Home. I'm glad you enjoy my jibber jabber. I'm so glad you enjoy it, because my wife doesn't always enjoy it. She's always like, you talk too much, like you talk way too much, and I'm like, I can't help it. That's just who I am. Like, I can't help it. I rant. Those are the things I do. But this is Somewhere to Call Home. It's a title song of the album, and it is the only song I have ever added any piano to. I actually used this keyboard that I have right here. Right now, it's not on, and I don't know. I'm not a piano player. I don't know how to play piano. I know like a couple of chords, but I don't. Anyway, so I included that in this, and I really like how it turned out. No, not like not at the Rick quality. Maybe someday, Wicked, but not yet.
Letting go of
He
what
plays
I
piano.
hold. It's the hardest part of moving on. Secrets
Maybe.
as I grow old. What burns beneath my soul. Some might say the battle is rough. When you fight your demons, there's nowhere to fall. But sooner or later, you want to give up and start again. Go back to the start. Give me peace. Give me hope. Give me somewhere to call home. And when I fall, I get up, face the fire, head on. Healing is hard when you lost your faith, but if you hold tight, then maybe someday you can win the fight. Start believing again. Oh, hope and peace and everything in between may seem like a dream. Start believing again. Start believing again. Give me peace. Give me hope. Give me somewhere to call home. And when I fall, I get up, face the fire, head on. Prayed and you asked for help. You cried, but no one could hear you. Sometimes life doesn't go that way, but if you hold on, then maybe someday you will find what you're looking for, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's really okay. Give me peace. Give me hope. Give me somewhere to call home. And when I fall, I get up, face the fire, head on. Give me peace. Give me hope. Give me somewhere to call home.
So that was Somewhere to Call Home. Again, the title. Here, let me switch. Let me switch this back. The title track of the album, and it's a song I'm really proud of. like I said, there's some very personal things in there. You know, like I it was quite a few years ago. I kind of went through like an identity crisis of sorts, and so there's a lot of that in there. But it's really interesting because when I first wrote the song, like the idea came to me because I thought of just the words I said, "Give me peace, give me hope, give me somewhere to call home," and so it just kind of wrote itself from there. To be honest, but yeah, I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sabs. Have a very, very great night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out, for being a part of this. For being a part of this, really. I mean, this is an exciting night. This is like an exciting moment. So thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Sabs, who is the official Pool Boys groupie, thank you for being here. Really appreciate that. All right. So I'm gonna play this one, and then after that, we'll probably go raid somebody out. Like I said, I wasn't planning on this being super long. Just wanted to celebrate with the people that I love. So let's do this. Okay. Sadly, no piano. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry, I wasn't sure if I had turned on the reverb or not. Let me do this again.
Letting go what I hold.
So that's Somewhere to Call Home. That's the whole album. um, it is 6 songs that I am just so extremely proud of. It just, again, I feel like I talked about this album for so long, and it's crazy. I've been working on it for so long. It's Dan. Oh my God, these are so hard. Okay, so we got Daniel Wayne, who I actually haven't. I feel like I haven't seen Daniel in a really long time. 2 year or it's his birthday. Wonder Truly, 2 year Twitch anniversary. Who, by the way, Wonder Truly is an awesome human being, and she was out for quite a while actually with COVID, like for a long time. And Sarah Cameron is awesome as well, who's also having a single release party. Oh gosh, these are very tough choices, but I think we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go with Daniel Wayne, just because it's his birthday, and Daniel's been a good friend and a very good supporter. And just I've learned so much from him, as a person and just as a musician. So I think we're gonna go rate Daniel Wayne. And Carly, thank you so much for being here. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I will be back Saturday afternoon instead of Sunday, because I have a work thing on Sunday, and so it's just I don't want to miss. I don't want to cancel a stream. I already did that last week, and so I figured can just do that instead. But yeah, let's go rate Daniel Wade. Like I said, I haven't seen him in a while. Also, I haven't seen any of these people in a while, to be honest. Let's see. So we're gonna go raid Daniel Wayne. Was an awesome dude. Again, it's his birthday, so let's make sure that we wish him a very happy birthday. Let's see. We need raid calls, of course, right? There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Pete, for bringing the raid call out. Yeah, copy those raid calls. And again, thank you everybody so much for being here. This EP, this album has really been it's been a dream for a while. And I am just really incredibly grateful for, just the support of so many friends on Twitch and just in life. And yeah. Oh, and I didn't even mention this. I feel terrible now. But Yamiz had a really big hand on this album, from doing the production on some of the songs, but also teaching me how to do things. I'm just also extremely grateful for him. And I'm hoping. I think Yamas he is planning on coming back to Twitch, because he did tell me a while back, but he's just had a lot of work going on. So, but give him a follow for sure. And I will see y'all at Daniel Wayne's in a few seconds. Thank you everybody so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Some days I feel like I'm running on empty. Nowhere a fake smile, so you think that I'm happy. Sometimes I feel like I'm hopeless and useless. My candle is fading and I'm decaying, and I'm never okay, but I'm used to pretending I am, because someday the pain will come to an end. And I guess that for now, you still pretend that I'm fine.